Hello everybody, David Shuster here. We're going to break from our usual politics format with this video because sometimes we all need a pleasant distraction, some good news. And it doesn't get any better than this. Missing toddler who walked 7 miles alone through Arizona wilderness led to safety by rancher's dog. Buford is the name of the dog, and here is his owner, rancher Scotty Dunton.
I was getting ready to leave. I'd heard about the missing child before I was going to town, and when I was driving out the driveway, I noticed my dog was sitting down by the entrance, and I look up, and the little kid standing there with my dog.
The little kid was Bowden Allen, or Bodie. His family filed a missing persons report with the Yavapai County Sheriff's Office after Bodie wandered away from home in Seligman, Arizona. He was described as last seen wearing a blue tank top and pajama pants.
Well, knowing that he was the missing child, it was a relief that he was alive. So I was, ecstatic that he was okay and that my dog found him. So
Dunton told the sheriff's office that Bodie was scared and upset, but soon stopped crying.
The little boy, when I finally got him calmed down and got him in the house and gave him some water and food and stuff, and he calmed down, and I asked him, I said, "Did you walk all night?" And he said, "No." He said, "I laid up under a tree." And I said, "Well, did my dog find you?" And he goes, "Yep." And I'm guessing he found him over here in the horse pasture somewhere under a tree and then just brought him home. So it's what he does. He loves kids, so I can imagine he wouldn't leave him when he found him. So he's an Anatolian Pyrenees, so he's a guardian dog. So he just kind of patrols within a half a mile of the house all night and keeps coyotes away and stuff like that.
Still, the ranch where Buford patrols is nearly 7 miles from Bodie Allen's home.
I can't believe that kid made it that far. It's 7 miles, and that's if he walked in a straight line. I'm thinking he walked that power line because it's clear cut and there's a road down it, is the only thing that kind of makes sense. But there's 3 big mountain ranges between here and his house and big valleys. And yeah, it's for a 2-year-old to do that, it's insane.
Insane for a 2-year-old to wander that far, but not so crazy for a dog to rescue him. Dogs are notorious for understanding human emotions and taking actions that protect people. They are man's best friend for a reason, and there are countless stories of dogs putting themselves in danger or literally sacrificing their own life to save people, especially to save children. I was never a dog person until about a year ago when my family got this mini Bernedoodle, my kid's named Ozzy. Ozzy's connection with their family is stronger than anything I could have ever imagined. If one of us is sick or feeling down, Ozzy senses it and literally cuddles with us to try and make us feel better. Ozzy matches the gentleness of our daughter, but also happily and safely responds to the wrestling, playing, and chasing that my son loves. Ozzy's intuition and ability to meet us where we are physically and emotionally is off the charts. And I never could have imagined that because I didn't have a dog growing up. I had a cat, which is a whole different ball of wax. But I hear this stuff about dogs from countless other families when they describe their dogs. Now, to be clear, having a dog or a cat or any other pet is a lot of work. It's not for everybody. But I hope that all of you can someday experience, if you haven't already, the connection and selfless love in your life that most dogs bring to their families. The animals are truly remarkable and literally change and sometimes save a person's life. By the way, back to politics for a quick tease. Canadian boycotts of the United States are now inflicting serious damage on the U.S. economy.
This has been a family business for 50 years. You got to take into the fact how the Canadians perceive this, and they are incredibly pissed off.
We met Sterling Morse in Old Orchard Beach, Maine. He owns the Point of View Inn, which is only about 150 miles from the Canadian border.
We have been here.
He says the majority of his regular customers are French Canadians.
It's affecting at least 90% of my business.
Are you saying you've had 90% of your business canceled this year?
Easily.
Point of View Inn?
During our visit, yet another Canadian called to cancel.
Listen, monsieur, you don't need to explain anymore.
This is every registration card from last year. This is the Canadian. That's my American. This just went away.
That's all you got now. That doesn't pay the bills.
Does not.
It's the same story with countless tourism-based businesses in Florida.
With Canadians right now, we're about 30% when we should be like more like around 80%. So it's a big drop.
Canadians led the list of top international visitors in the United States, and the U.S. Travel Association says they've generated $20.5 billion in spending last year, supporting 140,000 American jobs. So even a small drop could have a real impact.
We're seeing definitely an increase in snowbirds exploring alternate destinations to the U.S.
I definitely will not be coming to the United States this year. And unless things change, probably not until Trump is out of administration. He's a threat to us, and he's a threat to so many other countries in the world that we value.
One of the nastiest countries to deal with is Canada. The people that, now this was Trudeau, the people that good old Justin, I call him Governor Trudeau, his people were nasty.
Check out that video at the link below. It generated a lot of comments on YouTube. One of the most popular is from Andy, who wrote, "Trump calling us nasty as a point of pride for Canadians. Trump is a joke." I hear you. I look forward to reading your comments about Buford the dog who saved a toddler's life in Arizona. Feel free to share your own dog stories as well. I'm David Shuster. Thanks for joining us.